superheroes. I'm Pink Phoenix, coming to you from Purdue University College of Veterinary Medicine's Vetting Humans Live. Today, I will be your host, and I get to interview our other host, Victory Knight, to check in. Thanks for being on the show, Victory Knight.
Of course.
All right, what week are we on now?
We just ended our 13th week. So
Whoa.
we're getting to the end of the run. Mm-hmm.
So what's happened since we spoke last?
A lot of exams. A lot of exams. Everything's kind of been piling up. Things are slowly starting to pile up, kind of everything together, but we're managing. Like this week we had about 2 exams and then 2 like mock exams for like our future. So we had like future exams, so we had quite a bit to do, plus assignments, plus like essays and stuff. So kind of just been really overwhelming, but we're doing okay. We're doing good.
Well, think about everything you accomplished. So what were all the exams in? Tell our listeners.
Yeah, so on Tuesday we had anatomy test. So we had pretty much a whole bunch of stuff. We were like working on CT scans. We had a thorax. We had reproduction of the male and female. We had so much. And then we had like the lab portion as well to it. And then that Tuesday we also had like a mock for ANI, so it's an application integration class. So we sat with like one of the doctors. We go through a case and kind of walk them through it, like what we would do as clinicians. So we had that as well. And then today we had an exam for physiology. So it was a lot of the the hearts, the cardiovascular. It was very humbling. It was interesting, but I think I did okay. And then we also had a mock OSCE, so it's like kind of just seeing how our skills are on Thursday for our future. So it was kind of a crazy week this week.
And what was last week like while you're studying for all of these?
Yeah, well, I'd have to like look at my schedule, but we had nutrition, so we were doing equine, so horses, and then we also had one more test. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember. We had another test, and then I think we had probably another mock. Yeah, so it's
yeah, vet life is nonstop, but how cool is it? All the things you're learning.
Yeah, that's really true.
Well, I know it's been a busy 2 weeks, so I don't know if you had any club meetings, but I was wondering how the club scene was going.
Yeah, I mean, it's been going pretty good. There's been a lot of events I haven't like been able to go to. They have had like CPR wet labs or just like rounds in the hospital, which I just either they're like the day before a test or something. I haven't been able to do, but I did do a few. There was like a dystocia lecture, and we were actually able to sign up for if there was a dystocia, they'll like call us. We'll be like on call. So I signed up for a few of those for Thanksgiving break. So since I'll be here, so I signed up for a few of those. A lot of lunch and learns, a lot of learning. We there was one for like Zoetis. There was like another one. So we do have a lot of lunch and learns, which are really fun. So it's been a lot. It's really interesting. Today we have like a Thanksgiving, a little event that SAVMA put together. So I'm excited for that. So I've been trying to keep myself like busy with like, school, not necessarily academics, but like club wise and stuff. Trying to get it, get out.
That's good. You need that social time helps with the mental well-being a lot. We're all in it together. Good to have that support system.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's go to goals. I know the goals have been passing all the tests and getting ready for finals, but what other goals are coming along?
So definitely one of my big goals is making sure I pass all my classes. I'm really comfortable where I am, but I know like now that like things are piling up, you can't prioritize like you have to like start to prioritize, so you can't give all your time to like all the other exams. Yeah. So just making sure I prioritize like the right like courses. So that's definitely my goal, making sure I just like finish off strong, because like you're slowly just dragging yourself. So I'm just making sure I'm like making it to the finish line and just having that countdown for a winter break. So just making sure I finish strong is one of my big goals, and just kind of making sure I stay on top of everything.
Yeah, it's a marathon now. You're getting close to the end, but you're almost there. You're going to cross that line victorious.
Yeah.
And I know one of your goals was to take time to enjoy the holidays, and I think you're going to start that tonight.
I've actually started planning for my holidays. I already have like 2 trips planned for when I go back home, so I'm really, really excited about that. And I love traveling, so that's like my way to like look forward to things, especially going home and see my family. But I'm really excited for my trips.
Excellent. Do you want to share where you're going?
Yeah. So my boyfriend's Peruvian, so we've been together for several years already. So we're gonna go to Peru together for the first time.
Whoa! So these are like major trips, not like we're going to a warm place. Okay.
Yes. So we're gonna do that for a week, and then it's my mom's 50th birthday, so she was planning a trip to go to Las Vegas. So that will be in January. So I have a few, so I'm really excited.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll have a lot to choose from. What's the biggest challenge from the past month? And how are you overcoming it?
Yeah, so one of my biggest challenges was we had a test for applications integration. It wasn't the test itself wasn't difficult, but there was the time crunch was really hard on the test, and unfortunately I was not able to finish the test, even though I literally tried to. But the teachers were very like understanding, and I think several other people had the same issue, so they were really understanding. They kind of like changed the grading of it. So that was probably my biggest challenge. I was really sad about it because I was like, I knew my materials was hard. But I just kind of like, just understanding that you can only do so much as well. Like, you did your part, but it was really nice that they were able to understand. So I guess kind of making sure that the challenge, I guess, is just realizing that you've done enough, and that's all you can do, just walk away from what and just accept it. So unfortunately I did do well after they kind of like altered the grading.
I love that attitude because that's happened to all of us, right?
Yeah.
And it's crushing, right? Because you prepare so hard and then something like that happens. But it happens to everyone. It's probably going to happen again. So everybody understands, and your attitude's perfect. You did your best and you move on.
Yeah. But definitely a learning experience
but
too.
But it's hard.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. Okay, now that things are getting a little crunchy, have you had to change any of your study strategies or learning strategies?
For certain classes, I've had to rewatch a few of my lectures, specifically physiology. So I kind of I'll rewatch some of the lectures kind of in a fast speed because it just takes a lot of time, especially how much lectures are. But I will still do my learning objectives, and I'll review that. And I kind of use the tutoring material that Purdue offers from their past student years. So I kind of use that, and I compare my materials, and I've kind of just there's some classes that the learning objectives haven't been how they used to, so I've kind of had to skewer off. I'll just basically just use my notes, but I still try to use quizzes when I can, and I'll just refer to my notes, and so yes and no. So,
but you're managing. I like that. I like how you're agile. Because every class, within the same class, every time the professor changes, you have to pivot a little bit.
Yeah.
So that's a great skill to have as you go through.
Yeah.
And you've mastered it early.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Hey, what's been the best thing that's happened since the last time we talked?
The best thing, honestly, I just think surviving has been the best thing. I've been doing pretty well, so I'm really happy about that. And kind of I've kind of I had my boyfriend come over, he stayed over, so kind of just kind of giving myself a break has been the best thing so far. And just surviving and doing well.
That's so important. You need the fuel.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the most interesting thing you've learned since we talked last with all these new things?
Yeah, there's been a lot. Actually, we did a interesting lab, I think on Tuesday. We did echoes.
Oh.
So it was really fun. We were able to practice and do it on on an animal. So it was really fun to kind of see it on on anatomy, how we see it in active lessons as a platform that our professor uses, and he does a lot of pictures and stuff. But being able to see it really and personally do it, it was really fun. It was great, and I think everybody had a good time, and we were able to actually see the ventricles, the atrium. So it was really you can see all the valves. So I think that was really fun. Kind of doing like labs like that and kind of just putting your applications to actual like, doing it in, real life is very important, kind of ties everything together. So it was like anatomy and physio all in one. So it was really good.
Oh, that sounds wild.
Yeah.
I wish I could have been there. Okay, personal care. As we hit crunch time, with all these exams, how are you managing your nutrition and your sleep and taking care of yourself?
Yeah, so I still eat very well. I still do my like meal preps. Like it used to be more fun, but now it's getting like, oh my gosh, it takes a lot of time. But I'm still doing it. I'm still doing it, and I'm gonna keep going. It definitely does save some time at the end. Doing it just in one day. Sleeping, I still take it a very like that's my number one priority. I did had to like cut a little bit off, just kind of crunching like a little bit more time setting. But for the most part, I do try to like be in bed by like 10:30, 11.
That's good.
And
Good,
you start
good,
early. And then I did start a new show, so I'm really
Okay, what?
it's called Suits, so it's like more like law.
Oh,
Like
we're
law, yeah,
watching
I
that
love it.
too. Where are you?
Oof, I'm like on season 2. Like,
Have we made it to season 2? I don't know. No spoilers.
no,
Oh,
it's
it's
so
pretty good.
Yeah, I try to watch it whenever I can. Like, I will like whenever I'm like doing something, like watch it, and I was like, okay, when I'm time to study, I'll like put it away. But like if I'm eating, I'll watch it, or I'm like doing something around the house, I'll put it on to kind of just get a little few minutes, So it's really fun. So I've been doing that. So I'm really happy about that. Oh, and I guess I've also like been continuously going to church too. So I make that
That's
my
good.
priority going on Sundays. So I've kind of been making sure I don't, I just put some time for myself, especially with all the studying I've been doing.
I love the intentionality. Excellent. And now that we have the same taste in Netflix, we can share.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be more of a one-way relationship. You telling me what is good. We're still watching The Resident. Did you tell me about that one? Someone
I think
told
it's
me
Amanda
about that.
Conda.
Amanda Conda.
Loves it.
Yeah, that was really good. Okay, biggest win.
Biggest win. We did a practice OSCE. So it's like your skills, and I've got pretty much everything checked off like 100%. So I was really happy because I kind of gives a glimpse into like our actual OSCE that we're gonna have next week. So just being like just making sure that I am doing the skills correctly and on the right path, that makes me really happy. And same thing with the A&I went pretty well. So
that's fantastic. And both of those are hard because they're in person and they're oral exams. You're right there with people staring at you, grading you, just like an exam room. And so that's fantastic that you can stay cool under pressure. It'll be just like that next time. All right. Any words of wisdom, inspiration to share with our audience?
Just keep pushing. This countdown is coming, and it's going to be all worth it when you get your break and you get to relax and realize how much you've studied, like how much you've learned and know. It definitely is worth it. Just keep pushing because the time will come and you're going to get a break. So just keep it.
Well, break's almost here. We'll have a brand new shiny year.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks again for being on the show and being a host when you're not on the show. Thanks everybody for listening as well. You can learn more about other League of Vetahuman superheroes at vetahumans.org. And I know you like this episode, so please continue to subscribe, rate, share it with your friends, share it with the world. And remember, use your powers for good.